Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a monthly reading log and just kind of share what I've read this month with you guys. I definitely read quite a bit, so yeah, let's just get started. So first up is Hugo Charon volumes 1 through 10. I didn't get to finish the series because I didn't have volume 11. If you saw my last haul, I didn't get that with the set I bought. But anyway, this brought so much nostalgia back to me. It's kind of crazy. I love this series. I love the art style. Amy, the main character, oh my god, she's just so funny. I don't know. I really love this series. It's very cute. I'm really excited to find out what happens next because I did get left on a cliffhanger. So I'm waiting for volume 11 to come in the mail. But yeah, that was Hugo Charon volumes 1 through 10. And next up is Death Note 1 through 12, which is the completed series. I remember watching this anime as a kid quite frequently. Like, I would keep up with it on like Adult Swim when it showed up on there, and I never read the entire series. I think I maybe just read the first 3 novels, but wow, does it go into depth a lot more than I thought it would. There's just so much reading in every single volume, and the story and the art is just so good, and it's just so much better than I remember it. And it's kind of funny, like, rereading it now, older, like, kind of seeing where Light is coming from, as opposed to, like, when I was younger and watching the series and kind of understanding and rationalizing that Light was a very bad character. But yeah, that was really fun to kind of see again, and then also kind of, I guess, analyze again. So yeah, that was again, those Death Note volumes 1 through 12. So next on the list is Sailor Moon volumes 1 through 3. I really enjoyed reading these because Sailor Moon is, as you've heard me rave about, one of my favorite animes slash like mangas slash like franchise ever. Like, I love Sailor Moon so much. So yeah, when I got these, I was really excited to read them and kind of dive back in. And you know, the first 3 mangas only go so far into the story, but it's just bringing back so many good memories of like the art and like how you know, Sailor Moon, how she progresses in the story and becomes a little bit more responsible and learns, you know, to kind of work with her friends and, you know, power of friendship, basically. And so yeah, I really love Sailor Moon for that reason. And yeah, this was a lot of fun to read, and I hope I get to read the rest soon. So next up is the Promise Neverland Volume 1. So this series, I mentioned in my October manga haul that I heard about it and I knew it was fairly new compared to everything else that I picked up. But I'd never, you know, the plot, sounded really interesting, so I was like, why not? Well, so far, Volume 1 has taken me like for a complete loop. Like, this was such a good read. I was so excited to like learn about the actual, you know, story and kind of the villains and the premise of everything. And Volume 1 just had like so many twists that I wasn't expecting to be jam-packed into one volume, so I really appreciated that. And I already ordered like the next 4 volumes, so I'm really excited to read the rest of that. But yeah, I'm really happy that I picked this up, and yeah. The next single volume that I read was Magi. So Magi was really good, like in terms of the anime. I finished the anime so quickly when I watched it, and I kind of like forgot how it started. So volume 1 was a good refresher about the storyline and how, Aladdin and Hugo meet, and just, the friendship that he forms with Alibaba is just so, it's so funny. So yeah, I really liked Volume 1, and I went ahead and grabbed the next 4, I'm pretty sure, of this series, but they're kind of out of stock everywhere, so who knows when they'll come in. But yeah, that's Magi Volume 1. So next up is Monkey High Volumes 1 through 8, and that is the complete series for Monkey High. So I really love this series, and just like the whole cliche thing of like this boy, Machiru, is like super wild and outgoing and kind of just not what Haruna is used to in terms of like, people and boys and stuff. So I really like their dynamic of her and him, both of them getting used to each other and getting used to I guess what love is for them. So yeah, it was really heartwarming, very lighthearted series that I read this month, just because it was quick and really fun. So yeah. Alrighty, so next up is a series that I found through Mangatama. She picked these up and I fell in love with the artwork, and she kind of described the story a little bit, and I looked further into it, and that is Orange, the complete collection. And wow, I literally bawled my eyes out. Like this series really hit home for me, and I'm not entirely sure why. But just the whole, like, the sci-fi slice of life type of romance is just, I don't know, it really pulled on my heartstrings, and I'm so glad that I have this and that I read it. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to say about this, but also not, because I don't want to, spoil too much. But it also made me think a lot about, how you can decide about your own future, and how basically the future is what you make it. And yeah, I don't know, it makes me really happy to see how it ended up, but also, I guess, bittersweet to get to the final pages of the novel, or the manga, excuse me. But yeah, that was Orange Volumes 1 and 2. So next up is Kiss Him Not Me Volumes 1 and 2. This is just like another lighthearted shoujo series, kind of otome game, I guess, like resembling an otome game, but like it's so funny and sweet. And I watched the anime, but I know that like the anime didn't have a solid conclusion at the end, but the manga does. So that's why I'm really excited to read this and kind of follow along on their wacky adventures of her not really liking them and thinking that they're just friends, to kind of seeing them as guys, and then moving forward from that. But yeah, really fun, lighthearted series. I really like the art, and the covers are super cute. But yeah. So next is the Demon Prince of Mumichi House. I talked about this a little bit in my haul, but I don't think a lot. I really like the like old, I guess, spirit involving type of genre. I really like the whole mystical fantasy type feeling from a book, and this really gave it to me. I don't think I've read a shoujo-esque manga quite like this one before, where there's so much depth to the story, at least from the first 2 volumes that I got, of like the history of, Mumichi House, and the demons, and kind of revolving around the main characters. So yeah, I really like where the story is headed, and I'm excited to read the next couple of volumes. So next was Attack on Titan Colossal Edition Volume 1. This is the first 5 volumes of the manga in one, and it's basically just the whole first season, basically up until the last couple episodes. But knowing what I know now from the anime, being caught up to season 3, and reading this now, there's so much that I didn't catch, or that I'm catching now, that just makes so much more sense, in terms of like who the characters are and why they're acting the way that they are. So I'm really, really excited to be able to read this and kind of reevaluate what I thought of the characters before versus what I think of them now. So yeah. So next on my reading list was Black Clover volumes 1 through 4. This is very similar in terms of like how I feel about it to Attack on Titan, where, you know, I watch a lot of the anime. I'm not fully caught up yet, but I'm very close, and rereading a lot of what Asta, or or the people talking about Asta, and what they're saying about them, and how the story develops with them, like their magic. It makes so much more sense, and my brain is just making the connections as I read, and that's so much fun to me, to like just do that, like knowing what I know now and rereading, and yeah. So I'm really excited to continue reading this series, and finding out other areas of the story that kind of make more sense now that I am pretty far along in the anime. Okay, so next is That Blue Sky Feeling. This was a really short series. It's only three volumes, but it's definitely not what I was expecting. I really like how the mangaka took the story and made it not just romance, but kind of, it's like a coming of age type of realizing who you are, and how that makes you as a person. This was very, very sweet, and very God, what's the word to say? I'm not sure, but I really, really liked this series and how the story took place. I'm glad that I got to read this month, because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to complete it because of volume 3, but I did. And yeah, I just like the whole dynamic between all of the characters, and how their character growth is portrayed so nicely. It's really good. I highly recommend this series if you're looking for something very short, but I guess informative about who you are, and what makes you up as a person. So yeah. And last but certainly not least is Blackbird, the complete box set. So that's volumes 1 through 18. I love this series so much. It's so dark and fantastical, and it's just a lot of like fun, but also like kind of heartbreaking feelings that the main character goes through when she starts her relationship with the Kyo, and Misao is just kind of along the way like falling in love with him, and learning what love is between the both of them, but also understanding that Kyo is a demon, and he has these responsibilities to make for his clan. And yeah, it's a really good series. I thoroughly like it. I know it isn't a lot of people's collections, and this probably isn't something new, but I really recommend it if you're looking for something shoujo, but also not necessarily as heartwarming or as cute. A traditional shoujo is. Yeah. So that was everything for this month, guys. I am working on a few new videos that'll hopefully be out by the end of this month, if not next month. But until then, let me know what you guys read this month, or what you're looking forward to buy on this month's Right Stuff sale, or their winter sale. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys next time.